Having this simple concept of staying focused on the direction that you want to go is a great way to start mitigating thoughts that come in, and if they're distracting you away from that. So the more that I can stay focused on the spot up there that I want to go, the easier it is to then orchestrate everything else around that. Welcome back to the Gravity Golf Channel. I'm your host, Daniel Lee. Today, I'm coming at you from my backyard in Little Switzerland, North Carolina. And I just wanted to show you how much benefit you can get from doing things that allow you to feel how to work in harmony with your body, how to use contours in the ground, how you can go ahead and start building the fundamentals of your swing from home. Just being able to feel how to sync your parts up, being able to let go of tension is something that will feed into all of your shots. And if you create the right kind of environment, it will allow you to develop something that you can build on for the rest of your life. Something that will allow you to feel how to let go and feel the freedom. Without any further ado, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to put the club in our dominant hand. We're going to go straight up. From here, all I'm trying to do is just keep this up nice and vertical. You can really tell the difference between when it's up here and it's pointing out of vertical. There's a lot more leverage. So we're going to start off with something really basic. We're just walking backwards with the club up, and then we're practicing on letting it drop. Now when we do this, we really want to feel that this can stay soft. We're just walking backwards, letting this stay vertical as long as possible so the wrist hinges down here, and then it just drops down to the ground. That again. Now, I've also got a nice uphill slope here, so that helps feel that gravity is working on the body. So it's always nice if you can get on different lie undulations. It'll really help you dive into your sensitivity about what is balance and how your body reacts to that. All right, next thing we do is just push it straight up with the left hand, just walking backwards and letting it drop. You want to feel everything going out of the shoulder, out of the wrist, and just feeling it start coming down very, very softly. So much of learning to hit shots is being able to feel the pace that the arms are starting to drop. Once you learn how to feel that your body is moving, there's a slight fall here. That's moving the bottom of the arc. And what we learn to do is we learn to sync this up so the pace of our arms dropping and then the pace of our body turning sync up together. So everything's moving together at the same pace. What we want to avoid is any kind of pull where the hands and arms start to move past the body. That's where things really start getting dicey. We really want to just get that feeling where it's like our feet, our knees, our hips, our shoulders, and our hands are all turning together at the same pace. That's what allows us to harness energy. It allows us to build the kinetic energy in our body and be able to move it in the direction that we want to go. All right? So lastly here, marry them together. I always like to take my grip in a vertical attitude here, push it down into the fingers, wrap it around, walking backwards, and then just let it drop. You may find there's a tendency to cast it out where it'll go ahead and start releasing early. That's why you really want to let it drop down until it has to release. There we go. All right, so just getting in the habit of doing that, feeling the tension go, that's step number one. All right, step number two, we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna go to the right hand, I'm gonna push it up. Now, as I'm walking backwards, the very first thing that I'm gonna do is start to release the shoulder. And once that starts to drop, Then I'm just going to time it out with a turn, and my goal is to brush the grass. So let's do that just a few times here. Push it straight up, walking backwards. You can go at whatever pace you want. Drop. So there it went a little bit slow and it collapsed into the hill. So I'm gonna do that again. Drop. And there it was. I timed up the pace of the turn with the drop. There you go. Now there's a lot of undulations out here. So it's just starting to feel that kind of stuff through your feet. Do that just one more time. Walking backwards, let it drop, and turn. There you go. Drop, and turn. You'll start feeling that there's a relationship going on here. This is the most important relationship in your mechanics, is learning to feel how to sync up the lower and the upper body together. Now we switch here, straight up, walking backwards, let it drop, turn, brush the grass. Do it again, drop, again, drop. All right, you know what's coming next? We just put them together. Down in the fingers, I like to hold it in my right hand first, push it down into the fingers, wrap it around. That way we can avoid gripping down the club when it's sitting in front of us. All right, there we go. All right, so it's up, walking backwards, drop, and turn. Walking backwards, drop, and turn. Now, if there's tension in your upper body, especially if you're going on an uphill slope, you might find that whenever you start trying to drop and turn, you fall off balance. That's just showing you that something is out of sync, where either you're firing with your lower body early, or the pace that the upper body is turning is faster than the lower body. So just keep playing with this until it starts to sync up. All right, so here's the next progression here. We're going to start tying in our visual reference. We're going to be able to sync up this move that we're working on with an object, and being able to start getting sensitive to how time and space fits together in the golf swing. So just doing this with a wiffle ball here. I'm just going to put one here and give myself another one up here. And then say one more right here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off facing the ball. So I'm just stepping to the side just a little bit to make room for the arc. And I'm going back into that same position here. And the first thing I'm going to do is, as a right-handed player, I'm going to take a step with my right foot and then immediately turn my back. And once I do that, I'm just walking backwards. And then when the time is right, without looking, letting the flat of my back stay towards the direction that I'm going up here. This is very, very crucial. You're going to notice that if you want to cheat, your body's going to start looking for it early. You'll start projecting by opening your body. We really want just the flat of the back going, so that when we start to drop the arm, it's dropping completely independent of any hunting mechanism. So once it starts to drop, then we're just going to try and turn and pick it up on the go. So let's see how this works. We'll see where I'm at today. It's all about finding where you're at today and meeting that place, and then just moving forwards. Straight up, turn back, let it drop. There we go. Turn back, let it drop. There you go. Turn back, let it drop. I went underneath that one a little bit. All right, let's do that again. So now comes the time to switch hands. So I'm just going to put this into my indominant hand here. Really push it down into the fingers. Good. All right, I'm going to turn this way. Find the spot that I want to go. It's just slightly adjacent to the line here of the balls. And I just want to stay focused on that point up there and see if I can just keep my attention on that and let everything else come secondary. My peripherals will take care of picking up the ball. step, drop, drop, drop. There you go. All right. So lastly, we're going to do this with 2 hands. And the point is just to let go. We're always in this struggle of looking for more control and safety and approval and all these things. They put tension in our body and they take us away from our focus, which is just going where we want to go. So the more that I can stay focused on the spot up there that I want to go, the easier it is to then orchestrate everything else around that. So this is how it works into your golf swing. You're just finding where you want to go and then picking the club and the shot that's going to make it as easy to get there as possible. So just having this simple concept of staying focused on the direction that you want to go is a great way to start mitigating thoughts that come in, and if they're distracting you away from that. So here we go again. 2 hands, pushing it into my left hand, stretching my right around, picking out my spot to go to up there, push it up, turn back, let it drop. Turn back, let it drop. Turn back, let it drop. Be willing to try all these on different lie undulations. Try them with different clubs. I've got a 3-iron here, which makes it a little extra challenging. You want to be able to dive in to this sensitivity of letting go. It is so helpful. It creates an attitude of gratitude. It gives you a chance to really harness the natural elements of motion. And when you can do that, you're on your way to doing great things. Thank you so much for being here with us today and allowing us to share this great information with you. If you have 3 seconds, please take it, hit the like and subscribe button. That goes a long ways for us. And be sure to check out in the description. There's a link for a free beginner's guide to learning gravity golf. It'll help show you the fundamentals of gaining effortless power, how to mitigate pain in your body, how to offset a lot of those misconceptions that you hear in some of the traditional things that are taught out there, and give you the fundamental drills that you need to start ingraining this in your body. It's our gift to you. We want you to be successful, and we love having you here. So thank you so much. We'll see you again very soon.